Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? Good morning and welcome to the class of 2025 White Coat Ceremony. We are so excited that you're here. It's been a while since we could gather, so thank you for participating in the check-in. We're going to ask now if you could all turn off your devices so nothing will ring during the ceremony. And everybody please be seated. That's good. I'm Dr. Terry Blevins, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, and it is my pleasure to introduce our host today, Dr. Alex Stagnaro Green, Regional Dean of the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford. Dr. Stagnaro Green is a renowned clinician scientist and an academic leader with extensive experience in curriculum design and development, administration, clinical research, and public service in the field of thyroid and pregnancy. He has published over 100 articles, over 50 abstracts, and given more than 60 national and international presentations. A graduate of Mount Sinai School of Medicine, he completed a fellowship there in endocrinology and metabolism, following a residency in internal medicine at New Jersey Medical School. In 2005, he received a Master of Health Professions Education, and in 2017, a Master of Healthcare Administration, both from the University of Illinois, Chicago. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Stagnaro Green.
Well, thank you, Dr. Blevins. It's just wonderful to see everybody here. It's my pleasure to welcome the parents, the grandparents, spouses, families, friends, and any children over the age of 12 who are able to make it to our ceremony. Before we talk about the White Coat ceremony, for many of the individuals in this room, you probably don't know much about our campus and our College of Medicine, and this may be the first time that you've set foot on the facilities because of the COVID-19 restrictions. So I'm going to spend a minute or two just introducing ourselves to you. The most important thing is we are part of a four-campus system, the University of Illinois College of Medicine. The main campus is in Chicago, and then there are regional campuses in Urbana, Peoria, and here in Rockford. The one in Rockford was started 50 years ago, and it was started because the state legislature, as well as the physicians and community leaders in Rockford, recognized that there was a paucity of physicians outside of the Chicago area and the collar communities. And there was also a realization that when you bring a medical school into a community and you have medical students and residents working in the local hospitals and clinics, the quality of care goes up markedly. And so 50 years ago we began, and this year, well, about a year from now in October, we'll be celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we hope to see a lot of you there. Since that time, we've graduated over 2,000 physicians, about 55 per class, and many of those physicians remain in the Winnebago area. They go throughout the state of Illinois, and then we have a large rural component where we have students going all throughout the state. And so we're addressing the needs of our county, our state, and in particular, the rural areas. The campus over the years developed a pharmacy school and a nursing school, so it's now a health science campus. We have medical students interacting with pharmacists, interacting with nurses, and that's critically important because that's what the care of medicine is all about. It's a team effort that is going to help people stay healthy, take care of them when they're not healthy, and work within the system to make sure the best possible care is given. One of our very exciting initiatives is that over the next 5 years, we hope to bring another 4 or 5 health science colleges to this campus: dentistry, social work, public health, allied health, including physical therapy and nutrition. And as you walk around the building today, you'll see in the Partners Pavilion a model of the new building, a $100 million building that we hope that over the next 5 years we could raise the funds for, break ground, and bring those students. So we will have a true health science campus. In fact, the only one in the country that has all of these health science programs focusing both on suburban, rural, as well as urban health. We have an incredibly strong commitment to our community. We're a land-grant institution. We are born out of the desire of our state to take care of our people. And so we do a tremendous number of things to work with the community. The students, your children, your friends will find out that there are over 50 different organizations that they can get involved in, working with members of our society. But we also took a stronger role, and that relates to COVID-19. In regards to COVID-19, when it first came out, we became a testing site, working with the National Guard and the Illinois Department of Public Health and the Winnebago County Department of Health, and we had a free testing site for everyone in our community who needed it. As COVID waned, that site, the National Guard left, but now we're hitting a resurgence, unfortunately. And no one's quite sure where COVID-19 is going to go. But one thing we know for sure, the more people who have been vaccinated, the more people who haven't been vaccinated but are tested before they work in our facilities, the safer our environment is going to be. And the more likely we'll be to be able to continue our teaching and our mission, as well as save lives. So we have set up, working with Shield, Illinois, which is a company part of University of Illinois, for free testing Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 o'clock every day for anybody who comes, be they a Winnebago citizen or from whatever state someone comes into our testing center. We will test those individuals, but not only will we get the test, we will then bring it upstairs to our laboratories and have the results no later than the next morning, and in most cases by that evening. So we believe that very quick turnaround, so we can identify anyone who's positive, make sure they get appropriate care, and that they quarantine so it's not spread. And then finally, we have world-class research here. And there's many things I could tell you about, but one thing in particular I want every student and every person here to be aware of, because this is a landmark finding that was created here in Rockford. And that is, we had a faculty member who's now retired who developed a vaccine for shingles. Shingles is a disease that people get over the age of 50. About 1 in every 4 people will get it without vaccinated. It could be incredibly painful, debilitating. In certain cases, it could cause blindness and even death. We developed a vaccine here that is now recommended by the Center of Disease Control as the vaccine for every adult over the age of 50 should get that vaccine. It's 2 shots. I've gotten it because I've taken care of individuals with shingles, and I will do everything in my power to make sure I never get it, knowing how difficult it was for those individuals. So think about that on this campus in Rockford, we developed a vaccine that is used not only throughout the country, but throughout the world. And simultaneously, we are working on new vaccines, one for a disease called lymphatic filariasis. That's elephantiasis. So it's not a US-based disease, but it's in Africa, Asia, Europe, South America. Affects hundreds of millions of individuals. The tremendous swelling of the legs, the social ostracization that occurs with that. And so we are working on a vaccine for that, and hopefully 3 or 4 years from now, that will come to market. And then for those of you who have dogs, we're working on a vaccine for heartworm for dogs. So I do not have a dog, but I understand the dogs have to get annual shots and tests and pills. This would be a way to protect all dogs from heartworm, which is a major problem in the canine community. And then finally, we have outstanding clinical sites where our students train. 3 major hospitals, a federally qualified healthcare center, a psychiatric facility, and dozens of private practices who've opened their arms to teach the next generation of students how to be physicians. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about the white coat ceremony and my perspective. So the white coat ceremony was started in 1993 by a faculty member from Columbia Presbyterian, or Columbia Physicians and Surgeons named Arnold Gold. I happened to be working in New York City at that time, and so I got to know Dr. Gold very well. He had a tremendous commitment to ethics and professionalism. And so he began the white coat ceremony in 1993 as a way of welcoming students into the medical profession. But it's not just a welcome, it's also a message. So when I thought about the message last night, and I tried to think of what would be the word that's most indicative of what the white coat ceremony is about, I thought of the word transformative. So today, and now I'm talking to our medical students, formally marks your transition from a lay individual to a member of the medical profession. In some ways, this could be pretty confusing for you. You just started medical school last week, and I know your first lecture was glycolysis. So you have glycolysis down, and there's only another 10 million topics that you have to work on. Right, so you're just starting out. This is very early for you. And you probably don't view yourself any differently than you did a month ago before you walked in the door, except maybe a little bit higher stress that you're in medical school and you need to learn all this. Well, let me tell you, from this day onwards, you're going to be viewed differently from your patients, your friends, your family, even your brothers and sisters. They will look at you differently because you're now seen as a member of a noble, altruistic, and healing profession. When you walk into a hospital or a patient's room and you're wearing a white coat, doesn't matter, your white coat goes down to here and mine goes down to there. The patients don't care. What they see is a member of the healthcare team walking into that room. With that comes tremendous responsibility and the beginnings of your journey into the wonderful profession of medicine. Now, over the years, you will grow into your white coats, not literally, figuratively. You'll develop the requisite knowledge, skills, and analytic thinking needed to be an outstanding physician. Simultaneously, and as importantly, you will evolve your professional identity that's integral in becoming a physician. Now, this journey does not come quickly. It does not occur alone, and you may like this, you may not like this. It never ends, right? Everyone up here, we are still on our medical journey, learning how best to interact with patients, how to best be professional, looking at the new science and deciding, is that something we're going to give to our patients? It is a journey that requires discipline and sacrifice. However, the rewards are immense. I can think of no better feeling than when I walk into a patient room and work with them, and I serve my patient and help them in terms of changing their lifestyle and improving their chance of not having complications down the line, preventive medicine. When they come to me with diseases which we could cure, what a magnificent feeling. Many diseases are chronic diseases. I take care of people with thyroid disease. We don't have a cure for most thyroid diseases, but we can work with those individuals and help them live with their disease. And even for those patients, when it comes to end of life, and we have nothing left to offer. We don't have any medicine, we don't have any surgery. We actually have a lot to offer, and we have to offer helping them die a dignified, pain-free, supportive life. And I will tell you in my experience, that's as important as curing a disease, because maybe that's the person's most vulnerable time. Now, for the people who are here today, your family and loved ones, they're going to be critical partners in your journey. To you, the family and friends, as I said, no one becomes a physician without love, support, understanding, and friendship of others. This truly is the beginning of journey, not just for these 52 students, but for everybody in this room. I'll conclude by welcoming you, the class of 2021, warmly into the medical profession, and to share with you how delighted we are that you've chosen the Rockford campus to start the first 4 years of your journey. At this point, I would like to introduce the faculty who will assist me in coding the students. Dr. Mark Rosenblatt, College of Medicine, Executive Dean. Dr. Mitchell King, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs and a Professor of Family Medicine. Dr. Errol Baptist, Professor of Pediatrics and the faculty member of the Gold Humanism Society. And I'll also say he was my granddaughter's doctor for a year or two, and she still talks about him. I had to take a picture with Dr. Baptist so I could show my granddaughter when I go home, because he's the important one. I'm just the grandpa. And Dr. Maureen Richards, Assistant Dean of Medical Education. We would like to recognize the sponsors of our white coat ceremony. These sponsors have a long-standing tradition of support for Rockford medical students. They have provided the monogrammed white coats that each of the students will wear today. Please join me in acknowledging the support of the Winnebago County Medical Society and the Rockford Medical Alumni Fund. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Errol Baptist, who will induct the fourth-year students who have been selected into the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Baptist.
Good morning and welcome to Rockford M1 students, their parents, family and friends. We welcome you to this community and to our medical school today, but I've got something important to do. I've got gold in my hands, and I'm going to give this gold to our very special students who are going to be inducted today into this society. But this gold is more valuable than the gold that you can buy. This is a gold that you cannot replace. The Gold Humanism Honor Society has a mission, and it is recognize individuals who can serve as role models, mentors, and leaders in medicine. The attributes of the humanistic doctor include integrity, excellence, compassion, altruism, respect, integrity, and service. This year, nominated by their peers, 8 medical students have been selected for this singular honor. And Dean Blevins will be reading out their names.
So thank you, Dr. Baptist. You want to stand here? So before we start with them, I want to thank the Gold Humanism new inductees for helping out with the screening. This is why they're Gold Humanism, because they're actively engaged and volunteer on our campus regularly. So thank you guys very much. Okay, as I read your name, you will come to the stage and Dr. Baptist will pin you. And just remain on stage until we've all been pinned. First, Lucinda Adams. Lucinda is a member of the Rural Medicine Program. She is a true leader. She's on the executive board of the Family Medicine Interest Group and instrumental in bringing mental health first aid to the Rockford campus. She chartered a sports medicine interest group working with local sports medicine providers to organize opportunities for shadowing and hands-on experience for her peers. She created and implemented an 8-week after-school curriculum focusing on living a healthy lifestyle for grade school students in an underserved urban area. Congratulations, Lucinda. Allison Beggin. Allison is both a listener and a leader. One of her classmates said, Allison is a team player who does not cut corners, and she has leadership skills without being overbearing. She served her peers as president of Rockford Medical Student Council. She is a strong, effective advocate for all students, participating on the Student Tuition Fee Committee and Student Curricular Board. She volunteers with the Vaccine Clinic, the Bridge Clinic, and a local food pantry. She is also a James Scholar. Congratulations, Allison. Josh Dean. Josh has been a strong mentor throughout medical school, working with local high school students as a leader-to-leader mentor and as a member of the executive board of the MedSib program. Prior to medical school, Josh had many jobs in the service industry and applies these skills in the medical field, volunteering at the local hospital and providing resources and emotional support to hospice patients and their families. He is grateful for all of these experiences, which help him to treat and understand patients as the intricately complex human beings that they are. Congratulations, Josh. Sonia Galani. Sonia is a first-generation college student and a child of South Asian immigrants. She is a medical advocate for Rockford Sexual Assault Counseling, taking overnight call a few times a month, and providing resources, clothing items, and support during their hospital visits. As one of her classmates said, Sonia has shown exceptional dedication to the field of women's health. She seeks out the most challenging rotations and works grueling hours without complaining. She volunteers for a domestic abuse hotline and has engaged in unpaid research to help people struggling with drug abuse. Congrats, Sonia. Brooke Heibel. Brooke is kind and genuine with everyone. She's a well-respected leader, serving her peers as vice president of Medical Student Council in Rockford and spearheading the leadership certificate activities. She has taken advantage of opportunities to educate herself and others on many topics. She's a cognitive-based compassion trainer, a Stop the Bleed trainer. She is Safe Zone trained and a mental health first aid certified. She is a member of our rural medicine program and the urban health program. Congratulations, Brooke. Andy Marchini. Andy is a strong, well-respected voice for their peers. They are a member of the Student Committee on Diversity and Inclusion and are incredibly dedicated to supporting the LGBTQI community. They have also been committed to increasing mental health support on the Rockford campus and in the community. They have been actively engaged in creating opportunities for education for the entire campus on a variety of topics around diversity and inclusion. The fellow student who nominated them said, "They are a great servant of our medical student community and the greater Rockford community at large." Thanks, Andy, and congratulations. Rachel Miller. Rachel is a first-generation medical student and president of Student Ambassadors, welcoming all prospective applicants to the Rockford campus with genuine enthusiasm. Rachel has been instrumental in establishing the advising houses, using her creativity and leadership skills to build community. As one of her peers said, Rachel always goes above and beyond, not only for her classmates, but for the community of Rockford, which she loves. Congratulations, and thanks so much, Rachel. Noemi Rico Moreno. As a member of the Urban Health Program, Noemi is motivated to pursue justice and equity, having been raised in a marginalized community where healthcare was not adequately present. She is the proud daughter of Mexican immigrants and a first-generation college student. She is the co-founder of the Student Committee on Diversity and Inclusion and actively engaged with developing the anti-racism curriculum. Her classmate who nominated her said, "Serving the Latinx community is just so much a part of who Noemi is. It seems to define her career goals, and she continues to bring awareness to our campus as well. I really valued the effort and passion she put into starting the medical Spanish workshops, and we hope they can continue. Thanks to Noemi for all of her work." Emily Nepomuceno. Emily has been instrumental in the founding of the Student Committee on Diversity and Inclusion. She is proud of SCDI's ability to mobilize students to help influence change for the betterment of our campus community and to cultivate more inclusive spaces for current, future students, faculty, and staff. She also helped to organize dance club and dance workshops on the campus, and she's a member of the Ultrasounds a cappella group. Emily, thanks for making our campus a better place, and congratulations. Audrey Shoemaker. Audrey is a member of our rural medicine program. She is a strong, well-respected leader who can balance varying commitments, such as serving as president of the MedSib organization and as a mentor in the Leader to Leader organization. Audrey represents the entire Rockford campus to the University of Illinois College of Medicine by serving on the college committee on student experience. She is a weekly volunteer with Northern Illinois Hospice and created a memory album and biography with the hospice patients during the last 5 months of his life. Congratulations to Audrey, and congratulations to all of our new GHHS inductees. And there's just a little bit more on this page. Again, do that.
Will the new members of the GHHS Society please join me in reciting the oath, and you can read along with me. I pledge, by all that I hold dear as a physician, I will care for my patients with compassion, respect, empathy, integrity, and clinical excellence. I will listen to my patients with my whole being. I will advocate for each patient with a unique. I will serve as a role model and be meant to promote humanism in healthcare. I will always the healing power of acts of caring. I will dedicate myself and others, make healthcare optimal for all. And congratulations, all the new members inducted into Gold Track. Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations to all our new Gold Humanism scholars. As I listened to their accomplishments, I truly was awed at what those 10 individuals were able to do while they had a part-time job of being a medical student. Just incredible. They all are wonderful students, and they just are exactly what we want when we think about a physician. Dedicated, warm, interpersonal, think thoughts that go beyond themselves, and forever looking to what medicine can do to move things forward. So once again, congratulations to all of you. It's now my pleasure to introduce Executive Dean Mark Rosenblatt, who will present the faculty remarks. Dean Rosenblatt has served as the Executive Dean of the University of Illinois College of Medicine since 2019. Prior to that, he was appointed as the Illinois Lion Charles I. Young Chair, Professor and Head of the Department of Ophthalmology and Visual Sciences at the University of Illinois College of Medicine. He is an internationally recognized clinician scientist, and his work in regenerative medicine has been funded by the National Institute of Health, the Department of Defense, and the Research to Prevent Blindness. Dr. Rosenblatt is a graduate of the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine Honors Program in Medical Education and the combined MD-PhD program, receiving his PhD in biochemistry, cell and molecular biology. He also completed his MBA at New York University STEM School. I have stem cells in my mind as a clinician. And so it's at the Stern School, not the STEM School, and his MHA at the University of Illinois Chicago School of Public Health. He is a member of the Alpha Omega Alpha and Omicron Delta Kappa Honor Society. Dr. Rosenblatt completed his ophthalmology residency and combined clinical research fellowship in corneal disease at the Massachusetts Eye and Ear Infirmary, Harvard Medical School. It is a pleasure to have Dr. Rosenblatt, our executive dean, give the keynote talk.
Well, good morning. It's really wonderful to see everyone here. Behind this mask, you will see a beaming smile, if you could see it. We know we haven't declared victory over this pandemic if you read the news or have a chance to go to our hospitals where there are still people suffering. But being able to finally come together in this way is a tremendous step forward. This might not be the white coat ceremony we would have had 3 years ago, 2 years ago even, but to see our students here in person and also to be able to be here with the family, friends, loved ones, faculty and staff, it's a tremendous step forward, and we hope is really a harbinger of wonderful things to come for not just our college, I think, but our country. Again, it is my pleasure to welcome you here, family, friends, loved ones, and especially the University of Illinois College of Medicine Rockford campus entering in 2021. Today, we shared one of the symbolic entries into the world of medicine, the white coat ceremony. You are entering one of the nation's largest and most diverse medical colleges, where we take pride in providing not only an excellent medical education, but also an innovative, active learning environment. We are made up of 4 campuses, united as one college, the College of Medicine. Your peers at Chicago and in Peoria campuses received their white coats last week in wonderful ceremonies as well. You are now part of a wonderful and proud community of students, faculty, staff, and alumni whose impact is felt throughout the world, but in particular this state. More than 1 in 3 physicians in Illinois are trained at the University of Illinois College of Medicine, including 1 in 5 physicians who receive their MD here. The Rockford campus is an incredibly important piece to the broader picture of what is one of the premier public medical schools in the nation, and Dean Stagnaro-Green eloquently described the real impact that this campus has had on the world. And of course, the Rockford campus is also home to the National Center for Rural Health Professions and the Rural Medical Education Program, training medical students, including some of you here, to meet the specific needs of rural communities. And again, Dr. Stagnaro-Green talked about the wonderful expansion the College of Medicine is leading around rural health sciences. Together, we are serving all of Illinois. We're providing medical care for a remarkably diverse state, from the urban areas of Chicago and Rockford to the rural areas surrounding Rockford and Peoria. And while all of these areas have unique needs, they also have common challenges and opportunities that our college hopes to face. Yet accepting the challenges and seeking the opportunities are 2 of the reasons you're here today. And medical school will present you with some of your greatest challenges in life so far, and also some of your greatest triumphs. There will be times of laughter, times when you might shed tears, times when you feel joy, and times again when you feel sorrow. You will see life brought into the world through birth, and you will also be there as some of your patients pass. You'll experience many of these emotions with those in attendance here today, your new peers, and also with the patients and their families. Each day will bring something new. Let me tell you a little bit about the coat that you'll be wearing and its uses. I mean, obviously, it's going to be used to protect your clothing, and yes, it does do that most of the time. You have to carry a lot of stuff around when you're a student. They have big pockets in these coats, so sometimes you actually may use it as a bit of a backpack. When it rains, I've actually used it as an umbrella. You might use it as an umbrella too. And during those long days and evenings in the clinical setting, sometimes you might even use it as a sleeping bag. Some weeks, it will hardly even be white at all. But it will accompany you from this day forward. The white coat garners respect from patients and their families, so it's important to justify their respect and earn their trust. Remember, in many ways, this is not your coat. this coat has been handed down to you. The white coat that you're receiving today has been at least partially funded by donations from our College of Medicine alumni. This is a tangible expression of our alumni community's enthusiasm about your first step towards becoming a physician and furthering their work in generations to come. We and they celebrate your entry into a profession in which you are so very clearly needed for patient care, research, teaching, and public health. The COVID-19 pandemic has really put this into the clearest focus. It's proven time and time again how much difference physicians can make in the lives of individual patients, their communities, and also populations writ large. Years from now, I hope that you too will come to your college and welcome incoming medical students with white coats of their own. Once again, congratulations on your acceptance to this noble and wonderful profession. And welcome to the University of Illinois College of Medicine. Wonderful to be here.
Well, thank you, Dean Rosenblatt, and thank you for taking the time out of your day and driving from Chicago and spending it with us here in Rockford. We are now going to be going to the actual white coat ceremony, and Dean Blevins will be the one who will be the MC for that. So I am going to turn it over to her at this point.
Thank you. And will you stand at center stage?
Yes.
Okay. To get my, yes. Okay, students, will the first three rows stand up and get ready? The students are going to be allowed to take their mask off for the picture, and all of the coders will keep their mask on. And Dean Maureen Richards will be standing there and asking the students to sign our teacher-learner agreement, which details the expectations of a teacher and a learner at this medical school. Okay. Samantha Aguilar from Round Lake Beach, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Loyola University of Chicago. Nathan Aldrett, Winnebago, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biology from Rockford University. So students, unbutton that top button. Thanks. I just said that.
Okay.
Yeah, unbutton that top button. Okay. Noah Allen, Olney, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Southeast Missouri State University. Lauren Brannon, Centralia, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biology, University of Southern Indiana. Who knew it could be so tricky? So can you go out that way? I don't want you to try. Okay. Isabella Buccieri, Palatine, Illinois. Bachelor of Arts Neuroscience from Northwestern University. Maddie Butler, Aurora, Illinois, Bachelor of Science Biology and a Master of Science in Biology from Bradley University. Abigail Cuevas, Rockford, Illinois, Bachelor of Science Biology from Brown University. Annalise DeMarco, Granite Bay, California, Bachelor of Science in SCPP and a Bachelor of Arts in Theology from the University of Notre Dame, and a Master of Science in Applied and Computational Mathematics and Statistics from the University of Notre Dame. Christian Ellis, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology from Temple University. Jennifer Falami, Park Forest, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biological Science, Bachelor of Arts in Interpersonal Communication Studies, Eastern Illinois University, and a Master of Science in Biological Science from Eastern Illinois University. William Fox, Hamilton, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from Monmouth College. Cara Gagan, Chicago, Illinois, Bachelor of Science Molecular and Cellular Biology and Spanish, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Daniela Giraldo, Lombard, Illinois, Bachelor of Science Biology from Loyola University, Chicago, and a Master's of Science in Biomedical Science from Midwestern University. Thank you, Dean Stagnaro Green. Will Dr. Rosenblatt please join me at center stage? Viridiana Godinez. Des Plaines, Illinois, Bachelor of Science Neuroscience from the University of Illinois, Chicago. Anthony Hand, Mapleton, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biology and Spanish from Illinois College, and a Master's of Art in Bioethics and Medical Humanities from Case Western Reserve University. Marcus Harmon, Fairbanks, Alaska, Bachelor of Science in Biological Science from the University of Alaska, Fairbanks. Yasser Hasnain, Forsyth, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science from the University of Illinois, Chicago. Nicholas Howard, Rushville, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry with an emphasis in biochemistry from Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville. Matthew Jeffers, Upper Arlington, Ohio, Bachelor of Science in Cellular and Molecular Neuroscience from The Ohio State University. Sandra Jones, Glendale Heights, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts in Biological Science from the University of Chicago, and a Master's of Science in Biomedicine from Eastern Mennonite University. Lucas Jurasek, Byron, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and Health from Iowa State University. Nabil Khan, Abu Dhabi, a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Swarthmore College, and a Master's in Science and Religion from Harvard University. Trevor King, Sterling, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biology from the University of Missouri, St. Louis. Tiara Kirkwood, Chicago Heights, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts Psychology from DePaul University. Hari Priya Koratala, Lisle, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biology from Benedictine University. Jenna Lafferty, Freeport, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry with emphasis in biochemistry and a minor in biology from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. Thank you, Dean Rosenblatt. Will Dr. King please come to center stage? Amber Lopez, Niles, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Cody Lund, Sterling, Illinois, Bachelor of Science Molecular and Cellular Biology, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Owen Mallory, Hennepin, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science, Bradley University. Angelica Mangajas, Northbrook, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Neurobiology, University of Wisconsin-Madison. Lauren Melodosian, Park Ridge, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Entomology from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Roanne Morar, Orland Park, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry and a Bachelor of Science in Integrated Health Studies from the University of Illinois, Chicago. Vincent Parisi, Lamont, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology, University of Illinois, Chicago. Shrikar Patel, Hoffman Estates, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Illinois, Chicago. Bailey Pilson, Shannon, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry from Rockford University. Megan Price, Petersburg, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from Illinois College. Peyton Price, El Dorado, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biology from McKendree University. Madison Purvis, Prophetstown, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Human Physiology from the University of Iowa. Rong Q, Chicago, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts, Molecular Biology and Biochemistry, Bachelor of Arts in Chemistry from Wesleyan University. Thank you, Dr. King. Will Dr. Baptist join me in center stage? Ashley Qualls, Galesburg, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Olivet Nazarene University. Kendra Reichling, Red Bud, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biology and Biomedical Sciences from Southeast Missouri State University. Selena Rimmers, Sterling, Illinois, Bachelor of Science, Biological Science, University of Illinois, Chicago. Danielle Roselle, Knoxville, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from Loras College. Diana Sanchez, Weston, Florida, Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience from the University of Florida and a Master's of Public Health in Epidemiology from Columbia University. Sydney Sywert, Rogers, Minnesota, Bachelor of Science in Genetics, Cell Biology and Development, University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. Ryan Shriver, Elgin, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Molecular and Cellular Biology, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Shivali Shukla, Orland Park, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Health Services from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Receiving Forest, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts in Neuroscience, Illinois Wesleyan University. Julia Sturr, Clinton, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from Monmouth College. Wangi Wamina, Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry from Oakwood University. Grant Woodside, DeCoin, Illinois, Bachelor of Science in Biological Science from Southern Illinois University. Kelsey Wyman, Monmouth, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts in Neuroscience from Illinois Wesleyan University. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2025 at the University of Illinois College of Medicine, Rockford. I will now invite Dr. Mitchell King, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, to come to the podium. Dr. King is a graduate of the Ohio State University College of Medicine and Chair of the Department of Health Sciences. He will lead the students in the Statement of Principles.
Thank you, Dr. Blevins, and good morning and congratulations. So I now would ask the class of 2025 to please all stand and read along with me the oath on entering medical school. I now swear by what I hold most sacred that I will conduct myself with personal and academic integrity and exhibit respect toward my fellow students, instructors, and all those involved in my education as I learn the skills and values of medicine. I will work on behalf of the patients entrusted to my care and exhibit humane behavior when doing so. I will respect all professional standards in my relations with patients, their families, and their friends, especially the standard of confidentiality. I will work to protect the dignity and nobility of the medical profession. This day I do swear these things freely and upon my honor. Very good. Thank you, and you may be seated. So now for the families, friends, and teachers, you can remain seated, but I will ask all of you to also repeat along with me the oath created for friends, families, and teachers for support of the students. So we solemnly swear to be a source of encouragement for the class of 2025 of the University of Illinois College of Medicine, recognizing that this will be a critical period in their professional formation. We will give them the respect and consideration that they need as students of medicine. We will help them to carry out their studies with conscience and dignity. We acknowledge the sacrifices that will be required and pledge our support. As parents, families, friends, and teachers, we make these promises enthusiastically and without reservation. Thank you, and welcome again to the University of Illinois College of Medicine, and congratulations to all of you.
I would like to thank the family and the friends who joined us today. It is with great pleasure that we celebrate this important rite of passage for the class of 2025 as they begin their clinical training. I'm going to ask the class of 2025 to remain seated for just a minute or two, and then we're going to bring you up here for a photograph. Family and friends, we invite you to take a small campus tour, and there'll be people outside who can point you in that direction. There's a photo station in the pavilion for family photos. Dr. Chastain, who I saw before, but probably went over to the simulation center. You'll be able to go there and see our simulation center. Finally, I just want to once again congratulate the class of 2021, to thank all the individuals on the podium, to thank Terry Blevins and her staff who made this all possible during the difficult COVID pandemic, and to congratulate everybody here as we begin the journey with our class of 2021. Thank you.